Alright everyone, I am going to give you a tutorial on how to use every weapon. I am completely garbage at this game, by the way. So for the first weapon, the piercer, wait, hold on, what's it called again? The piercer revolver. It's just your average base weapon. It's primary fire. It is pretty OP and it takes a lot of recharge, and you can shoot while it recharges. So yeah, it's just your regular base weapon. Marksman. The marksman. I recommend this for if you have terrible aim. What you can do is, like, you could shoot a coin up, and then or just aim straight up and then shoot it. The hit is guaranteed, and sometimes it shoots in more directions than one. The sharpshooter. I recommend the slab variant of this because it immediately spins and it takes a little while, like only a small bit, to recharge. It bounces like that. So unless you have really good smarts and you could predict where the projectile is going to go, I only recommend using this with the marksman. Or unless you just want a very powerful base. Slab piercer. The slab variant is the same thing, except it shoots a more powerful shot, but you gotta pull the little thing back. It's the same thing with the second variant. Slab marksman. It's basically the same thing. The primary fire is the exact same, and whenever you shoot at it, the revolver spins for some reason. Well, whenever it shines. Well, it's you get the point. Slab sharpshooter. This is the one that I recommend a lot because, as you can see, it immediately spins. And it does not take that long to reload. It really doesn't. Core eject shotgun. Now the only thing that the shotguns are really good for is either like speeding up somehow, because that's what I see a lot of speedrunners do, or something. Also, if you want to have one of your shots explosive, punch and shoot at the same time to do a projectile boost. Hold down right click to shoot a little projectile that you could use a tech for, and I'll explain that later. Pump charge. It's the same thing, except the reload is different from the regular one. And you can press right click to charge it up even more. It goes up to 2 charges, and if you go to 3 charges, then you get an explosive bomb. For the... Hold on, let me see the names of these. For the sawed-on shotgun, you could shoot out like a revolver and make it do like that. Does the same thing as, and if you hold it down, then you could like saw, as you can see. Jackhammer. Core eject jackhammer. If you want to know what a jackhammer does, let me explain it to you. So the jackhammer is something crazy. If you just walk up, it may seem like a lot of damage because he just died. Watch, let me get like a stronger enemy for this. like spoilers, my bad. V2 for example. If you just stand still, you won't do that much. Running, that's okay. If you dash, it's the same thing. But if you dash jump, it does something like that. Called, if you aim up, it's called blasting away. And it's kind of the same thing as the regular shotgun, except if you hit the little core eject thing. Yeah, you get it. Pump charge jackhammer. It's the same thing. Goes up to 2 charges, and if you charge it up to 3, it's explosive. See, as you can see, he just died from that. Sawed on. Same thing. The same thing as the normal sawed on. A tractor nail gun. It shoots up to 100 nails, and you have these little nail bombs that you could use. And eventually you overload the nail bomb with nails that it explodes. Overheat nail bomb. Basically what it is that you never run out of ammo, but your fire rate gets slower. And if you press right click while that meter's full, you can shoot like that. And it goes up to 2 times before it just shoots like this. Hold on, what's this called? Jump start. I only recommend this for like powering up like rafts or whatever. But if you want to see what it does, it goes onto an enemy and you can hold down to shock them, kind of like that. Alright, let me get the variants. Saw blade launcher. A tractor saw blade launcher. Same thing, except it shoots 10, but the shots are more powerful. The shots can be parried. And the nails are used to do what's called a saw trap. Once it explodes, it does a lot of damage. Overheat is the exact same thing, except it just immediately runs out and it shoots a giant orange saw that does a lot of damage. By the way, you can shoot the gun to make it do a little more, and he just died. I need a test subject. Alright, that's all the saw blade launchers for you. We are out of variants, so for this one, this is called the This is called the electric rail cannon. It shoots like this. Just a powerful beam, and there's no right click because right click only aims. That's it. Let me turn on no weapon cooldown. And there's a little tech you could do where if you shoot out a core and then hit it with a rail cannon, it does what's called a nuke. A nuke is something that's used to take out multiple enemies at a time, if done properly. You need to do it super fast. Alright, for the screwdriver, rail cannon, right click aims, every single right click aims, and shooting it makes a drill go into an enemy. that's really it. Shooting multiple crashes your game. Now for the malicious rail cannon, it's the same thing as the electric, except it explodes. Again, only aims. I need a test subject. Stop dying. Wait, there's an invincible enemies. And for our rocket launcher here, this is the freeze frame rocket launcher. It shoots normal rockets. When you right click, it freezes time. And you can go on these rockets and ride them. Once it turns blue, I think it explodes a little better. And there's a thing you can do where if you're up in the air, let's say, you can use this arm to get on a rocket. You have to be like really high in the sky, and you have to aim down. Aiming in any other direction explodes you. Like, watch. You have to aim down. For the SRS cannon rocket launcher, shoots the same rockets, and yes, you can rocket right on it. But right click shoots a cannonball that is parryable so that it crushes. I recommend using this weapon to do some pretty cool stuff, like that, for example. For the fire starter, holding down right click shoots out a bunch of goo, and you can cover an enemy in like the ink. You light it on fire, and the enemy takes fire damage. How cool is that? Now for the arms. For the feedbacker, this is used for parrying. Well, this is used for projectile boosting, parrying, which does the same thing except you gotta hit it at a certain time, or just punching. Our next arm, Knuckle Blaster. I only recommend this for either, well, not for that. And I mean this only to destroy Gutterman shields. Which one? That's not a good example. To destroy Gutterman shields. Or just like this. Or to break obstacles that are breakable. Never get caught trying to parry with this weapon. You cannot parry with this. And if you try to, you will get called out for it. Next arm, the Whiplash. This is a weapon that you get for defeating B2 the second time. It's kind of self-explanatory. You could either Whiplash items towards you, or you could Whiplash yourself towards items. You could hold it down so that you could wait until a good time to be Whiplashed, and then... Hey guys, I just want to make it clear, the video is ending right here because I cut a huge part out so that it would fit inside YouTube, because for some reason I can only post 15 minutes or less, and it's like I was doing something where I tried to test it out if like a cannonball would explode if you shot a rocket at it, because I didn't know if it would or not, and I just cut that part out because I knew y'all wouldn't want to see that. If y'all would, then y'all could just like say, yeah, we do want to see it. But like I could tell you right now, it did not work. So yeah, have a good day. And ULTRAKILL kid or whatever out.